Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. Don't mind my two little buns. How's everyone doing? I'm still trying to record videos and post them. Coming on real quickly to chat with you guys. I'm heading out. Those of you who have been following my channel for some time, since I had Hotel Honda, you know that I used to go to this place to have breakfast, and they grow their own garden and different things. So since I don't have cash for groceries right now, I'm going there to have breakfast. So I just wanted to chat with you guys. And I got a 20-minute walk to the bus stop because the bus that's right out front of my apartment, I don't think it doesn't come up this far on weekends or something. I don't know. But anyway, so by the title uh, and by the smile on my face and some of the posts and videos that I've been sharing with you guys, ever since the Lionsgate shift or whatever is happening, like I'm still learning about all that, but things have been totally different in my mind, in my life, and I recognize that I'm creating it. I'm creating this flow of prosperity that is coming into my life now. Things that are happening, and they're moving fast. And I'm excited about it because I'm ready for it, right? You guys have been with me on this journey for 2 years now. And it's been a lot of ups and downs, but it's all been ups and downs that I've created through this learning and growing process. You know, growing pains, as they say, are very real. And we have to go through it and embrace it and not be stagnant. You know, I heard a couple years ago, I don't remember who it was, but he said, stagnant water smells like shit. Constantly be flowing, constantly be moving. And for me, that really hit home. But what didn't resonate at the time was what you've been hearing me talk about, sticking to a plan, having an anchor. So I would constantly be moving, right? Because I don't want to smell like shit. So I'd constantly be moving, but it would be in so many different directions, you know. I'd do something, it would have a nice turnout. My return on investment would either break even or I would have some profits. But then as life would shift, like it does, then I'd shift on to something different, right? Just for the sake of staying in motion. That wasn't productive. So now what I've learned about mindset and about planning and sticking to a plan and letting that be your anchor and your guide, right? So when it's like if you work at a call center and there's a script, hi Nicole, you know, the customers will constantly, hey Miss Crafty, how you guys doing? Good morning. I'm trying to just get get my little message out before I head off to the bus. I'm going to have breakfast. But I was just speaking about the flow that we create in our lives and that I've created over this journey. And I was just about to give an analogy of um, how a plan is like sticking to the script, right? And I'm just now getting that. I'm just now understanding what a plan is. And, you know, working, if you've ever worked call center or had a script, you know, a customer will get off and ask you 1,000 questions or do a bunch of things that'll take you off. And the main thing is to get back to the script, get back to the script. That is your roadmap. So my plan is my roadmap, and I understand that now. I get what that means. Life is going to shift, circumstances are going to come, things are going to happen, but get back to the plan. Where are you? Where am I on my plan, right? So when things happen, I got to just go to it. That's why Grant Cardone says, look at it every day, read it, write on it in the morning and at night, because that is what keeps you going. That is how figuring out how to keep a positive flow of prosperity coming my way from the client that just contacted me out of nowhere. I don't know if he's from FetLife or Instagram. Like, I have no idea. And he wants me to crochet some thongs for him. He's already paid his deposit. I've sent his invoice. Like, this is absolutely amazing. I have information coming to me about ideas that I have that only the universe knows about, that I'm about to start implementing next week. Like, this is happening now. And I am orchestrating it, you know, no matter where. I don't care that I don't have money for groceries. I'm about to go to this dining hall with the people that I was there with when I was when I had Hotel Honda, and that's what I'm going to do. You know, it's I have a goal, right? I have a plan and a roadmap to get me there, and this is a part of it. And it feels amazing. You know, it feels absolutely amazing. So my message is just, no matter where you are, like my mentor said, stability is a mindset. It has nothing to do with where you live, whether you are um, um, living out of your van, out of your car. Y'all know I miss my Hotel Honda. Y'all know that. It doesn't matter if you're in a home, renting, none of that matters. Oh, okay. Okay. I do start work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday? No, tomorrow's Sunday. Monday. Monday. I'll be going to work Monday. And I'm also testing a pattern, a beautiful pattern for a dope crochet artist. I think he's Trinidadian. Um, so I have that I'm working on, and so things are flowing. Money is flowing, and I'm still going to utilize resources because I deserve it. Like, I've done everything on my own my entire life. And the people that I go to ask about the resources, hell, they use the resources. And I'm like, why have I never, ever used the resources in this country? Why have I done everything the hard way? I just told my mentor that. I'm like, I'm done doing shit the hard way. And he said, exactly, stick to it. Like, what is, what's the purpose of doing things the hard way? You know, what's the purpose? What benefit have I gained from it? None. Just knowing how to do shit the hard way. But that's not productive. And in this age of technology, honey, that's not realistic. That is not realistic. You have to figure out how to do things, how to get it done, how to be thorough, and fucking take shortcuts, you know, receive assistance, utilize what is out there to be utilized, right? This is all a part of how millionaires became millionaires, you know? OPM, other people's money, you know what I mean? Um, R&R, yeah, R&R, getting money back for that because they're writing shit off. R&D, research and development. Yeah. And even the R&R, the ones that get big enough, even that shit they write off as R&D. You know what I mean? And here I have been all these years of my life feeling proud because I know the long route. You know, how often is it that things really shut down to whereas you have to do things the long route? I'm so over that. I can't even justify how I used to think. This is how far away from that frame of mind. And this is why sometimes people say an overnight success, because something just shifts and it's like you get it. And then once your mind starts putting it out there, the universe starts sending it immediately. As immediately as you can say it, think it, speak it, put it into existence, That's how quickly it comes. I'm sorry if I'm like making y'all dizzy. Is it? Immediately, And one of my roommates, landlords slash roommates, these two women are dope. When I tell you these women are dope, I definitely manifested all of this. So one of the women posted on her IG, and you guys should follow both of their IG. Um, what is it? I may have to type it in. Oh, can I type on this? Y'all, don't tell me I can like type to y'all. Don't tell me I can type. If somebody tell me I can type on this while I'm chatting with y'all, it's about to be over. Maybe not. Um, but definitely follow their IG. I will give you the names. But she said she had did a post about being ready, and when you say you're ready, how the universe will deliver immediately. Now, I just said my piece just from me living in it, and you guys have been watching me from the transition to when it happened in the shelter to when things just started immediately, like now. Okay, cool. I'll figure that out. But yeah, she said when you don't say you're ready until you're ready, because once you say you're ready, the universe is going to send it to you. And I'm so ready and giddy. Like y'all need to see. It's crazy. I feel like Tech Nine. Like when he's rapping, he can't contain his energy. Like he's constantly moving. That is me in this moment. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Now I also see where focus and distraction are a huge key. Now I'm really big on justice, on my blackness, and on humanity. Always have been my entire life, right? I was a teen in high school. They called me Shalonda X. This has always been who I am. But it's always been a distraction. My cousin told me over a decade ago, he loves my makeup artistry, and he's like, cuz that's where you're going to make your money. I didn't believe it because my heart has always been, I'm a fashion designer, right? Like that's why I went to design school. That's who I wanted to be since I was 14. Makeup artistry came on the heels of that. So when he said it, I was, I accepted it, but in my heart, I was like, I don't feel it. But he said that you have to get yourself in a position to where all those things that you're passionate about when it comes to humanity and justice and your blackness, you can actually make a difference. Even that. Now I get it. That shit I've allowed to distract me, from my goal, my ultimate purpose. And now I have ideas that you guys will see implemented in the next few weeks that I can utilize that to help generate income for myself and not just my voice. This is my voice, and now I can see who all out there relates to this voice that I have and are willing to pay to represent that voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be smart about this. Let's be smart about this. So now I'm being smart about it. And I'm understanding that I can have my beliefs. I can feel the way that I feel. But stick to my plan. I have a goal. I have a journey. And that journey isn't just to, be this useless philanthropist, and I say useless because what good is my voice if I don't have any real power behind it, if I don't have any force behind it? It's just a voice that is fucking annoying, and everybody's like, look, STFU. I get it now. I get it. But my voice will not STFU because this is who I am. This is what I believe in. And now I know how to get there. I know how to get my voice out. So that's Also, oh, sorry, like my whole fucking thumb. My bad. Okay, I posted my email. I replied back to Jay Brand, and oh my God, thank you so much, Jay. Um, my email is in there, and it's my public email. It's my first and last name, Shalanda Makalo. Let me try and type on here. Um, and I thought I used to have my email. Maybe not. Y'all know I'm slow. Do I need to turn my phone? I don't know. Because I see the little, like, speak button. Oh, man. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. Welcome to live chat. Why is it giving me instructions? Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. I like, this is my therapy, and now it's become so much more than that for me. How do I get this out of my face? I don't want to. Oh, probably. I know on Facebook Live, I think you can. I know y'all see my hand constantly in the way. So so let me tell you guys um, right quick about my first official client. So it's a guy, and I'm making a thong for him, which is a challenge, but I love it. And so far, I like the shape. I'm not going to show it just yet, but I like the shape that I'm creating. And as I was talking to my mentor as I was emailing with him, and I told my mentor, at this point, the old Shalonda would have been skeptical, and that energy would have exactly turned that client away, because that energy is what I would have been putting out there. I said, but this time, Daddy, I call my mentor Daddy. Um, if I haven't mentioned that to you guys before, I said, I'm going with it. I'm going with it. I was giving him information, and I had been watching some things about starting a business, a different thing that I have going on. And I was keeping some of those key points in mind. And I'm like, yeah, why? Of course he wants me to crochet something for him. I'm fucking dope. Like, yeah. So I just went with it. He asked to see another thong client, and I told him very honestly, I'm the first person I ever made a thong for, because I don't wear underwear, and I needed them for that skirt set that I made. I told him, my name and my integrity are everything to me, and I would cherish the opportunity to make these thongs for you. He had no problem. He had no problem with it. He sent the deposit. He had no problem with my price. And I'm like, you fucking right. This is how you do it. Exactly, confidence. You believe in yourself. I know that I'm dope. I know that I'm passionate. I know that I can create. That's why I started calling myself a creator 20 years ago. Like, this is who I am. Why have I been, and I can't even justify it. I'm not going to try to justify it, and I don't even care to justify it. That's what it was. So what it is now is I create prosperous, positive flow into my life every single day. Example, when I volunteered to be a tester for this guy for his pattern, because I love that pattern that he made. So when he put it out there that he was looking for testers, I was like, yes, please. He contacted me. He accepted me and 4 others. And what it is, it requires a weight 3 yarn. I have a weight 3 yarn, but I don't have nearly enough for that project. I'm actually using it now to make this guy's thong. which the thong order came after I was selected to be a tester. So I only have weight 4. And the weight 4 that I have is acrylic, which anything that I really make to wear for myself and to sell will only be made out of natural fibers. So blah, blah, blah. Um, I told him I did my swatch. I'll show you guys the swatch because you got to do a gauge. So he left the gauge so we could know, right? So I did my swatch, and it's bigger than his dimensions because the yarn is bigger. This is a weight 4. A weight 3 is thinner and lighter, and it has more drape and flow. You see how stiff this is? So I sent him the information, and he was like, oh, that's too big. And then I had to use a different hook size. He said, that's too big. It's not going to flow like it should. I said, well, I'm manifesting right now, so I will be able to get some, no, I said I will have some weight 3 yarn by Monday. Otherwise, I can use a smaller hook size and try it differently. So he came back and he was like, okay, well, go ahead and use the weight for, just to test the pattern to see if there are any errors in the pattern or whatever. I said, okay, cool. Again, I'm manifesting. I'll have some weight 3 yarn by Monday. This was before the client came in, before he paid his deposit, before any of that happened. So then it happened, and now I have the money to get some weight 3 yarn, and now I'm going to be able to test the pattern with cotton weight 3 yarn before I even knew I was going to be able to. But all I knew is that I needed to. So I said that's what was going to happen, and everything came so that it can happen. And I did that because I understand now. I understand that I am the creator of everything. Period. You know? So I didn't want to I don't want him to not choose me again because he may feel like she's gonna, volunteer to test the pattern and not even have the right materials. No, no. So, and the deadline is the 26th, the deadline to have it done. He made it in 2 days. I'm going to be able to make it in 2 days or maybe 3. 3 is my max for myself, but either way, I'm going to have time. So I'm just like, there's so much that I've been studying and learning over the course of my life that I'm just now understanding. And I remember, I don't know if anyone watching that are in my age group remember the old Time Life commercials back in the 80s. And it used to play the song, for everything there is a time to learn, a time to laugh, a time to love, a time to cry. And even in the Bible, I don't know which version, because there's so many different versions of this rewritten Bible, and only one authentic Bible that is archived. But anyway, this ain't a religious channel. But even in whichever version of the Bible, it says something to that effect about everything comes to you at a time. There's understanding comes at a certain time. A 20-year-old isn't supposed to have the same understanding as a 40-year-old. There are some things that you're not supposed to understand until you're 50 years old. You know what I mean? So from the time, for me, the decade started at 30. I felt the shift from 29 to 30. I felt that light bulb getting changed, like no shit. From my 30s to 40, I felt, it's like I went from a 60 watt to a 100 watt light bulb when I turned 40. Shit got so bright. Not even 100 watts, fucking LED. Like shit was so bright and clear. And ever since turning 40, I've been forced to deal with a lot of things within myself, from childhood things to being clairvoyant to understanding how I orchestrate everything that happens in my life. And it's been an amazing journey. And now that I get it, it really is that overnight success type of thing, you know? Because as soon as your mind starts to believe it and put it out there, yes, yes, yes. Around 25, I I believe it because 25 is when I really started trying to try. What I mean is at 25 is when I started trying to get serious about directing my life, you know. But for me personally, I had a lot of trauma to cleanse out, you know, and I feel like that just got cleansed just now at the end of cancer season. Like I feel like it all came to a big juicy head and I squeezed the last little bit of it out. And it's to people on the outside or to people just meeting me at the end of where I was, to them it will look like an overnight success. That's how it's going to look to them. To you guys, to the people that have known me for 30 years and have seen me struggle all of my life up to this point, it won't be an overnight success. They'll be like, damn it, she did that. She did that. She earned every fucking ounce of that. To the newcomers, it's an overnight success. Oh, I had something different. Oh, I had, you know, we always think someone else had an advantage. They had something that we didn't have. That's why they were able to make it happen so fast. Motherfucker, I'm damn near 45. This shit ain't been quick. Nothing has been fast about it. You know what I'm saying? My family nickname is Christmas. Why? Because Christmas takes forever to come, baby. Nothing about this journey involving Shalonda Elise has been fast. But that's how it's going to look to the new people coming into my life because I believe now. Yes. No way. Oh, come back. Okay. No, wait. I'm doing too much. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, Crafty, that is exactly what I've always said. I have always said that. And I've embraced it. Like, I couldn't stand it, you know, but I've embraced it because I'm like, the only reason the universe would send me through this shit is because it knew I can handle it. But why? What's the and I see now what the end result is. Like, I'm good and I'm not gonna, I really don't have any worries, but you get what I'm saying. Is trauma. Hey, a view is a view. Oh my God, I haven't seen that name in a while. Yes, yes. Nicole and Crafty, that is, and see, I need to learn more about that. But I'm in the place to learn about it now. But I definitely need to learn more about this. Learn more about the universe, the planetary alignments, and the shifts, and all of that. Because I'm telling you, this last Cancer and in this Leo season, it's it is powerful. And the things that I've gone through, and when people that are knowledgeable about it, that I know and are around, talk to me about it, I'm like, ah, oh, that's what was happening. Oh, wow. And I just, like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. And I want to understand that. And one of my girlfriends said that there's a couple of planets still in retrograde, but it's easier now. And she did say that I'm going to have a few more challenges, but like I'm ready. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm so ready. This. Leo, honey, forcing me to action, it's forcing me to also proact, which is, yes, I'm ready for the obstacles. Y'all, I used to jump hurdles. Like, I was on the fucking track team. When I tell y'all I'm dope, I mean I'm dope. And I finally believe it now. Like, it's more than just saying. I look back and I'm like, damn, you're dope. No wonder your mom looks at you like, God damn, I gave birth to her. Yes, I'm that dope. And so when you believe who you are, the universe believes that you believe it and starts sending you the things that you need, to continue growing. Uh-huh. Exactly. Tapping into it from turning 40 is when I felt, and I've talked to a few people about it, but that's when I felt like, okay, I can't ignore it anymore, because it has been all of my life. And now I do, I won't say embrace it because I've always embraced it. I do tap into it a lot more now. Like, I'm not so, when visions come to me, or when things are said to me, I don't feel like, okay, is it my mind playing tricks on me? It's easier for me to discern now when it is an actual vision, or when it's just my mind being busy, right? Because I'm learning now to shut my mind down and teach my mind to STFU, right? So that I can discern when it's a message. So, that's huge. Okay, I absolutely will, Nicole. Thank you. And I mean, it gets deep. You guys know that it gets deep, and I want to learn more about my chart. I have my natal chart, and the guy that helped me read it, who doesn't know me, saw it, I guess, in my 12th house. But I want to learn what each house means, what it holds, what the things in it holds, and how it makes up who I am. Because, for one, I feel like I am extremely unique because I'm all Libra, and I feel it, and I've always felt it. Like, I've always felt completely like a scale. You know what I mean? And when things are off, my equilibrium will be way off, like physically, mentally. I mean, way off. And it's been this way since I was a child. Oh, in my teens. Oh, man, I swear, I was the fucking V8 commercial. I went through my teens like this. Like, I would stand up and just, damn. I would be walking down the sidewalk with my girlfriends, and just like, I wouldn't trip over anything. It's like I would get fuzzy and my equilibrium would just be off. But I was going through a lot of trauma in my teens. A lot that really just segued from my preteens and childhood. Oh, yes. Yes. I know the time that I was born, so I was quick to go and look up my natal chart and register an account. And yeah, baby, I did all of that. And I look at it and check it. I use, I forgot the name of it, but it has, what is it, yeah, astro.com. And then the Astro click chart is where you can click on everything and it tells you what everything is. Right, right, exactly. It's not. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Nicole. It really isn't my mind playing. And that's what I mean. But I can tell the difference between my mind being busy and when it's a message, right? But before I really decided to try and tap into it, I would just, not be sure about what it was. And that's what I would say is my mind playing tricks on me. Now my verbiage is my mind being busy, Not playing tricks on me. It's just I think a lot. My mind is constantly moving, and I'm learning now to shut my mind down, to truly, really be tranquil, and that is for me to allow myself to allow my mind to shut down, to truly be in a meditative state. And that is how I'm learning to know when it is a vision and when it is a message. And then I pay attention to it and I act accordingly. And then I don't have as many oopses and damn, I should have's, right? Because, oh, okay, let me get off here and go do that. Oh, okay, well, let me go ahead and get up now and go do that. Whereas before, and it could be little things like that because it is constant. Um, when it comes to bigger things, whereas when I see or hear things happen to other people, or when I see somebody say something, or I mean, when I hear somebody say something, and then maybe a day or two later I'm in their presence and we're having that conversation, it's not shocking to me anymore because, okay, I don't know when this is going to happen, but I'm going to have this conversation with that person. Okay, cool, I'm ready. And then the conversation happens, right? Whereas before, it used to really freak me out. And then I'd say to the person, have we had this conversation before? And they're like, no. I'm like, are you sure? Like, we had this conversation. And they're looking at me like, what are you talking about? Because I was in disbelief. I didn't understand the message that had come to me. And something I missed. I missed doing something. It wasn't just, oh, I'm just letting you know you're going to have this conversation. No, there's something in that. Now that I tap into it, I don't miss out. And that person doesn't miss out because that happens because I'm supposed to deliver a message to them. It's not just we're going to have this conversation. It's what the conversation is and what I'm supposed to relay to that person. And when it flows like it's supposed to, and when I listen, it's an epiphany for that person. That person is, because it just happened. That's why I'm bringing this up. That person's like, damn, you know? And then they act. That's what I really love when they do act on it. And then if they don't, I it's sad, but I really got to focus on me right now. I can't even be distracted by that anymore. The time will come for me to come back around to them and try again. Try not to trash it. Okay. No. Uh-huh. Hmm. That's good. That's good information, Nicole. And I'm looking at this because, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. That is what I was doing this past week. It's ironic you would say that because that is what I was doing this past week. Observing my thoughts. Why is that come? There's thoughts that I had to push out. Even that has become easier for them to not come back. But I thank you. Thank you for that, Jewel. I'm on the right track. I love it when you guys confirm that I'm on the right track or when you give me information. Like that's what it's about. That's what this exchange of energy is about. And I want you guys to see me grow. I was talking to one lady right before I left the shelter. Um, and she was telling me about a woman's channel. She was talking to me about monetizing, right? She was like, monetize and showing me different things and showing me the back page of how much money people are making. And then, I said, well, pull up my page. And I think it said like $8 to $11. Not what I'm making, just what my channel generates for YouTube. But anyway, it's funny to me. So anyway, I just lost my whole train of thought because it legit is like $8 to $11. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all just wish I would just delete my channel or do something with it. I'm sorry. I don't know why that tickles me so much. Okay, let me get back on track. Because there's people making thousands of dollars on YouTube. Do you hear me? And just to see those numbers, I was just like, wow. Wow. Like, people are on here balling. I had her put in some of the channels that I watch, and I'm like, damn. From YouTube per month? So there's this one lady's channel who she's watched, and she said her channel's been going for over a decade. And she, I guess, gave up everything, left everything to start her journey um, of, I don't know what it was, but she said she started off struggling, and here it is 10 years later, and she's still struggling. And her channel doesn't make any money. She's got tons of videos, tons of views, tons of followers. And I said to her, that's one thing I do not want. I do not want my tribe, my subscribers, to just watch me struggle year after year after year. That isn't even the purpose of my journey. I said, but I don't want anyone to see that. I wouldn't even want to watch that. Like, each year you should learn and grow and do things differently and implement things differently. So, uh-huh. That is that's the flow. That's how I started meditating, and that's exactly, I don't try to shut down. It's just sometimes, yes, I do. Oh, child, it's never ending. But I think what you said is the master key, to observe what those thoughts are and control them. One thing I remember hearing, I can't control the thoughts that come into my head, but I can control what I think about, or the thoughts that remain. And that is what I try to be very cognizant of. I won't say try, because I'm pretty effective at it. She's she said that Google will contact me, and it's based on, I don't know what it's based on. Um, and she said about tags, to tag my channel. Um, yeah, I'm looking into it. Well, let me not lie. I half-ass looked into it. I don't want to start putting lies out there into the universe. Um, I would love if my channel was monetized. I don't know what that would mean, though, to be honest. I'm not I'm not against it, not by any means at all. I gotta figure out how. I have to figure out what it takes to do so. But from the moment you first said that, Nicole, and to her showing me, one thing I will say, wait, let me reread that. No. Beware of how the thoughts make you feel. Okay, yes. That is a jewel. Jewel, Nicole. And that is exactly, you see how everything comes? My mentor just mentioned that to me on Wednesday or Thursday, right, like a day or two before I left the shelter. And now here you are mentioning it again, because it's something, you guys are reminding me of something that I need to do, right? Like, this is a power that I need to, what's the word I'm looking for? That I need to not control. Um, yeah. Okay. Okay. I will be more focused on that because it's a every now and it's something I just started doing more. Everything has shifted in the last week, right? So, okay, continue, continue. You got so many jewels, Nicole. Crafty, you guys, y'all are amazing, amazing. I need to be subscribed to y'all. Like, do y'all post videos? honestly, honestly, I don't try to completely shut my mind down, but I think you guys are wording what I'm trying to say a lot better. I do try to quiet the unnecessary thoughts, and I do overall try to um, quiet the random thoughts. I'm a crafty person. Yeah, I subscribe to a lot of crafty channels because I am a crafty person. I love crafts, DIY crafts. I'm looking for some things to do. Not now because I'm not going to take all that stuff with me. But once I do move and get settled, I do want to start doing what is it called with the hodgepodge. It's right on the tip of my tongue. You know, where you do the paper and the hodgepodge glue and the paper and the hodgepodge glue and the paper and the hodgepodge glue. Oh, okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. She was also talking to me. Decoupage. Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to say. She was talking to me about my channel also, and I feel like creative nomad is exactly who I am. And everything that comes across my channel will either be creative or nomadic, but it and that's all Shalonda Elise. So I'm like, I don't think I need to make a separate channel. If I do, it'll probably just be specifically fashion, fashion redesign, and things like that. Emotions are powerful, Nicole. Yes, my emotions have made me sick, physically sick. They've also healed me. It is. No way. One of, oh my God. One of my really good clients that I thought had beca- become a friend in Minnesota, I scared her off when I told her that I'm a dominatrix. And I think that's kind of fucked up that it scared her off. But anyway, um, she was taking Reiki classes. Oh my God, and we used to talk about that. I even gave her one of my poems that like was for her. It disappointed me that she just broke away our friendship just because I'm kinky. I'm like, are you serious? But anyway, I miss her. That's why I said that. And you said Reiki, and she took Reiki classes, and wow, I'm definitely, oh man, please email me. That is dope. Dope, Nicole. you know, being a submissive is not half bad. I it's pretty fantastic actually. Anyway, because being dominant, that's who I am. And being submissive is who I am. But being sexually submissive, that's totally different. Anyway, I won't I won't bring to my channel. Maybe a little bit here and there, and definitely with my crochet, because I do want to. I'm going to have a crochet line for, I don't want to say for the BDSM community, for anybody that likes sexy things, right? And skimpy, sexy, kinky things. I'll have crochet items for them. And I'll also make some stuff, like just out of fabric, because that's a whole other kind of creative. So, but anyway, Nicole, I definitely want to touch with you more. I have so many layers, you guys. So many layers. I would be a bore without them, honestly. And people that don't have them are a bore to me. At least have a dozen. Like, at least have some dimension. But Nicole, I would love to, I would be honored to speak with you more and get some information, or just, I don't know, just, I just, you have what I need in this moment. I have a friend, I don't know if I've ever shared with you guys, a former friend. And I say that and I mean that because she is very unhealthy for me. She's unhealthy for herself. Um, but 20 years ago, 22 years ago, as a matter of fact, this was about 1997. Um, she read my tarot cards. I didn't even know she owned them. She's Thai. Her grandmother taught her when she was young. And we were just sitting, smoking a blunt, and she just came out of nowhere and was like, I'm supposed to read your cards right now. So something happened to me. I don't know if I shared it with you guys when I was staying at the Airbnb, and I was hanging out with Gina, and I overheat sometimes, so I overheated, but this whole moment was different, and I couldn't do anything. And her and I had been in that exact situation before because I asked her afterwards. So, like, it was to the point to where I was completely out. I couldn't do anything. But, and my eyes were closed. I was in the passenger seat of a car. In my, like, what I could see was something trying to pull the life out of me, tugging at my soul, my life. Like, I literally, my eyes were closed. And she said, because I asked her afterwards what happened and to fill me in. And she said, you were moaning and squirming. So what that was for me, what was happening is I was tugging, fighting with, the images that they show of the, it was that image, right? Just this tall, lanky being, and it was all black, but it was like a smoky something, not like a solid figure, pulling at me. And I was pulling, and I just remember, not yet. And I said, not yet. So Gina came back out, and she had water for me. I couldn't do anything. She had to feed me the straw with the water. And as I started to get the water in me, I felt myself fighting more and more. I'm like, not yet, not yet. And it let me go. And that's when I came back. And from that moment, everything shifted. Like, everything shifted. And I felt it. I didn't feel as tolerant as I was, because that's one of the words that I use and have always used to describe myself. I'm very tolerant. Very tolerant. I've never been very patient with adults, but I've always been tolerant. And for me, there's a difference. So I was no longer as tolerant, and I'm not as tolerant from that moment. I'm not. But from that moment, I contacted my former friend. Now, we haven't spoke since 2016. I contacted her via Instagram, and I never did actually ask her what I wanted to ask her because she didn't get back to me. But then she did get back to me, and when it did, I was like, I don't know. I don't think it's pure. But from that moment, I'm like, I need my cards read. Something is happening, and I need to know what. So that's interesting, Nicole. I would be interested to set up a session with you because I had no idea that you just blew my mind, and I have chills. Like, seriously, I don't even know how to process that information. Okay, so now that my mind is blown and my brain matter is all exposed, I'm going to go ahead and end this video now so that I can process that information. I will, I don't know how to put my email in here. Uh-huh. I believe that, Nicole. I'm just now reading your message. Have I missed some things? And I do think all goddesses should be dominant. I agree with that. And we should allow ourselves to be submissive with one who is worthy and have proven themselves to be an honorable protector, because that is a very vulnerable position to be in. And it requires a huge amount of trust. So, and it shouldn't be just given away freely, which is why I don't do the whole play partner thing, because that's just weird to me. But anyway, this ain't about that. So, but I'm going to go. I will put my email in here. I don't know how, but Nicole, if you're still on here, try to email me. It is SHALANDAMAKALO shalandamakalo@gmail.com. Like I said, I did put my email down there when I replied back to J Brand yesterday. So it's in the comments under my last video, under his comment, or her. Forgive me, I'm not sure. It's under J Brand's. Okay, that star 2R's child at Gmail. Okay, I will email you right now. And as you guys see, I haven't left, so I'm just I'm feeding my soul right now. I will get food, but right now my soul needs to be fed. So Nicole, I'm about to email you right now if that is okay. That star child at Gmail, 2 R's. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in with me. Crafty, I'm going to subscribe to your channel if I am not already, and check out your videos because I am crafty. And right now I'm in my action mode of networking and tapping into all positive energy sources to keep my own creativity and my own energy flowing. So I'm about to check you out. You have a wonderful, filled, fun Saturday. You guys stay hydrated, stay cool, stay motivated. Peace. That star